We've all had it happen. You download an app on your smartphone and a question pops up asking if you want to allow it to track your location and access your microphone. Well, after years of mindlessly just clicking yes, people are finally starting to pay attention and ask questions about their online privacy. Cybersecurity expert Kevin Haley from Norton Lifelock joins us now to share the latest threats jeopardizing our personal safety and our privacy. Welcome, Kevin.
Thanks for having me.
Happy to have you here. It's a really important topic. It seems that people are now finally starting to pay attention to privacy risks. What are some of the biggest threats to our privacy?
Well, I think our research showed that the cell phone or smartphone is probably the greatest spying device ever created. It's a listening device, it's a location tracker, it's a camera, it's all in one. And what we're finding is that even legitimate applications are using those features to collect information about us.
So how much of our personal information is actually being collected from apps on our mobile devices, and what do we need to know about that information that they're collecting?
Yeah, it's really hard to tell how much is being collected. We took a look at the most popular free applications for Android and for iOS. About half of the Android apps and a quarter of the iOS apps requested permission to track location and access the camera. What they're doing with the data isn't quite clear. It's probably hidden in the licensing agreement.
So we have to dig deeper. You can't just scan over that fine print. You actually have to look at it.
That's right, and that's pretty difficult for most of us to spend that much time going through it and even understanding the language in these agreements.
Especially because we have like hundreds of apps on our phones, so you have to do it for every single one. Are there threats to devices on our phones that we need to be worried about outside of that?
Sure. Phones are at risk for different types of malware, usually hidden inside of what appears to be a legitimate application. It may try to steal information from your phone directly. It may try to hold your phone hostage or ransom it to make you pay to get use of the phone back. Almost anything that's happened on a PC in terms of malware has moved to a smartphone.
Okay, so how can we protect ourselves, both as individual consumers, but also companies and small business owners? What can we do?
Right. Well, you need to use good security software. That'll give you some technical help, expertise you don't have, but good common sense will go a long way as well. If that application's asking for permissions that don't seem to make sense, or it's not clear to you there's a real benefit from that, don't give the app permission.
Got it.
You need, of course, to use... Yeah. Well, you also need to use good passwords, right? Good, strong passwords on every device that you have.
Yeah, and have like 72,000 of those passwords too, right? We always have to come up with new ones. Where can we go for more information and to see this full report that you mentioned?
Well, the full report and more information is available at norton.com.
Okay, great. Super easy. Kevin, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being here. And we'll be right back with more Midday Maryland right after the break. Stay tuned.